What we saw yesterday with the president briefly wearing a MAGA hat, since the pool wasn't in the room for that, can you share a little bit more about how that happened and just what kind of message you think it sent?
So a couple of things for those, like you said, the pool was not in the room, so I just want to make sure I lay this out so folks get the context of what happened. So we were, the president was in Shanksville Fire Station, one of the locations, obviously, of where the plane was taken down on September 11th of 2001. So the president gave an impromptu remarks about bipartisan unity. That's what he was talking about. And he talked about it in the moment of September 11th. That's what we experienced after 9/11, and said that we needed to go back to that bipartisan unity as a country. And so he made those remarks, impromptu remarks, to some of the folks who were there on that day. And he offered a presidential hat to a man who was wearing a Trump cap. He was wearing a Trump hat, and he offered it to him as a gesture. And in return, the man said that in the same spirit, the president should put on his Trump cap. And so the president did very briefly, and that's what happened. It was truly a back and forth about unity, and the president remembering a moment in time after a horrific incident on that day, and how the country did come together. It didn't matter what political party you were part of. It didn't matter. You came together as a country because we lost so many souls, thousands of souls, more than 2,000 that day. That's what you saw.
Did the president and vice president have an opportunity to talk about the debate yesterday throughout their travels?
I'm not going to, obviously they saw each other, spent some time with each other. I'm just not going to get into their private conversation. As I said, he's very proud of her. He continues. What you saw, and be mindful, what you saw on Tuesday was what he has said. The best decision that he made, and has said this many times, was when he was in 2020 and selecting his running mate, was selecting her. And he looks forward to continuing to work side by side in the next several months of this, his tenure.
And just finally, is there anything you can preview on UNGA specifically? President Zelensky said he does expect to meet with President Biden. He hopes there. Is that something you can confirm? What should we expect from his time in New York?
So at this time, I can't confirm any details or specifics of UNGA week. As we get closer, we'll have more to share. We'll have more to share. Hi.